Hey there, morbid maniacs, it's time for another spooky video. And for tonight's spooky video, I'm going to be talking about the legend of the Bandaged Man. The tale of the Bandaged Man began in the 1960s. It's said that it could have began as a way to scare young lovers away from parking on the overlooks of Highway 101 in Oregon. The legend states that a young couple was parked on one of the overlooks near the Cannon Beach. Completely oblivious to their surroundings, these two were making out and fooling around, when suddenly they noticed that the truck began to shift. It was almost as if something had crawled into the truck bed. The couple then looked out of their rearview mirror and were shocked to see a man which was completely covered in bandages and was disfigured, rocking their truck back and forth. He began pounding on the back window and on top of the truck. The boy, frightened, quickly pulled out of the overlook and onto the highway. The couple drove for a few miles with the bandaged man still clinging onto their truck and beating on it before he disappeared. Through the years, drivers have reported seeing the bandaged man jumping into their vehicles. Sweethearts in parking lots or in the overlooks report seeing the bandaged man approaching their car. Others state that they have seen him on the beach or walking on the side of the road in Highway 101 or through an area which is also known as the Bandaged Man Road, which connects to Cannon Beach. Legends state that the Bandaged Man is the ghost of a logger who died after horrific injuries as he had been hacked up in a sawmill accident. He is completely wrapped up in bandages and smells of rotting flesh, and will sometimes leave small pieces of bloody bandages in his path. Other legends of the stories state that he was an injured fireman, electrician, and so on. The Bandaged Man is known to target teens who will set on these overlooks and, as I said, make out or fool around, whatever you want to call it. He is also said to feed on dogs and other small animals, and occasionally the unlucky person. He can often be spotted walking along the road late at night and jumping into trucks and sedans, then filling their vehicle with the odor of rotting flesh. He will then quickly vanish before they reach town. The story of the Bandaged Man was once told as a spooky ghost story with teens around bonfires. He is known to haunt Highway 101 between the Highway 26 junction to the north entrance of Cannon Beach, and has sometimes been seen as far down as Arch Cape. In the 1960s, pranks and tales of the Bandaged Man were common. However, there are no historical records which indicate that this creature or entity actually exists. Stories of the Bandaged Man continue to plague Cannon Beach and that stretch of Highway 101. So there was the story of the Bandaged Man. I couldn't find exactly what part of Oregon this was in. I guess if you just look up Cannon Beach in Oregon, it's gonna like pop up. I had never heard of this story before I did research, and I think it's kind of like one of those stories that was inspired by the urban legend The Hook, if you guys know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't heard of that urban legend, you would like for me to make a video on it, please feel free to let me know. But it's very similar to this story in a way. But what would you guys do if you ever encountered the Bandaged Man? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big old thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and become Morbid Maniac. And be sure to hit that bell notification, that way you get notified every single time I upload a new video. And if you were not aware already, I have an OnlyFans account, which I always leave in the description box below, so you can go check that out. I post daily sexy content on there. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next one.